Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Carla with discoveryourcenter.com, and this is a place where adoptive moms thrive, and we really focus on self-care and self-love and how we can bring that into the whole family. So we have been talking about spring, and I have another spring tip for you. As we move from winter into spring, our bodies are naturally wired to cleanse. They have a natural desire to cleanse with the season. And because what they really want to do is move all the accumulated toxins from the winter out and feel and prepare for the summer months, the warmer months. And if we miss those cues, what ends up happening is we feel things get stagnant. We feel things collect, and congestion can move into the body. So we can experience spring allergies, the spring colds and congestion with often land right here in the heart, in the heart and lung area, or we can feel postnasal drip. Our digestion can be a bit sluggish, or we can feel water retention, typically in the lower parts of the body. So all sorts of things can happen that we actually just feel heavier in spring, and the body naturally wants to start moving that accumulation out and really feel lighter and brighter and more vibrant. So we've talked about hydration and the benefits there. We've talked about nourishing with green and really thinking green during the spring and ways to do that that naturally cleanse and detoxify. And today I want to talk about breath, because breath is life and it is so detoxifying and a beautiful cleansing process. What happens when we move into a deep breathing practice is we're moving prana, or the life force energy within us. We're also drawing in more oxygen into the blood, so it's like cleansing and purifying of the blood. Then we are also stimulating the lymph system, all right, which trying to get things moving to help boost immunity. And one of the things that happens is when we move into a deep breathing practice is we're stimulating the parasympathetic nervous system. The parasympathetic nervous system is associated with the rest and digest part of our nervous system, whereas the sympathetic nervous system is the fight or flight. And that's what we typically hear more about, and the stress related to it, and how all the imbalances can happen in the body with adrenals and cortisol and hormones. And so we really want to focus on how we use this deep breathing practice to stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system, which is rest and digest, right? So it's cleansing, and when we think digest, it actually does support digestion of the body. So if we're moving into spring and digestion, or our agni, our digestive fire, is low, by helping everything calm down, calming the nervous system, and coming into a slower pace or rhythm, we can support digestion. All right, and we want that support right now because things are sluggish, which is why those liquidy smoothies can be beneficial, because it doesn't require a lot to digest it. All right. So if we're experiencing that poor digestion, like gas, bloating, constipation, which sometimes, what you may feel is that your palate is changing and you just have the sense of blah. Nothing is tasting good to me right now. I'm not sure what to eat. And then we just reach for something and find we're not satisfied, or then we feel even more bloated. Those are things that can all happen when we're experiencing the low agni through the seasonal change, and the body naturally wants to cleanse. So tuning in with our breath is really going to help us be more aware of how we're feeling. It's going to support the digestive system, and it's just going to really cleanse and nourish the lungs, the organs, the blood, get all things moving and grooving. I really recommend moving into a deep breathing practice that is focused on belly breathing. So where a lot of times if we're stressed, or if we just haven't really learned how to access deep breath, we can feel that our chest and lungs are the parts moving as we breathe in and out. We want to feel this middle region moving. So on the inhale, you want to feel a 360-degree expansion out. And as we exhale, all things are drawing in toward the spine. And that exhale can be at least one count longer. So as we exhale a little bit longer, we're really moving all the toxins out, and that creates more space for the inhale to naturally happen. All right. So that's what I want you to focus on in this next week or in the days to come. Do it with your kids and make it fun. So the way we can get our kids to practice a deep breathing, a deep breath, is to sometimes adding sound, All right, so sometimes we inhale, draw the arms up, and we go, ah. We really focus on that exhale, letting things out. Kids think that's fun and silly and will often join in. I love to start my own day and get my kids starting, so I breathe with them in the morning. Just open the blinds or curtains and look out and just invite them to really welcome the day. Like even say, hey, good morning day. Thankful for another day. Let's take a deep breath, you know, and get more oxygen in. I find one of the spring or the seasonal shifts in my kids is the negativity, all right? That sluggishness or heaviness, the accumulated toxins tend to come out in a bit more negative emotions in the morning, more so with my adoptive children than my birth child. And I think that's because emotions, we know, are stored in the body. And so now if the bodily systems are clogged and a little sluggish, naturally things are just going to feel like waking up in the morning and they're stagnant. So hydrating and breathing deep are going to be great practices just to feel a little brighter and lighter for all of you in the family. You can get your little ones going out and just smelling flowers, right? Exhale and then get them to take a full breath of those flowers, or even just closing eyes and seeing what they hear and what kind of smells are all around. Find simple ways to make it fun and breathe deep. May your spring be full of vibrant energy just through simple cleansing practices. And as you move out the toxins, and we'll see you next week one more time as we're talking about spring and spring tips to naturally cleanse. Namaste.